Today I just want to talk about the Kobalt Mechanics tool set from Lowe's. Is it any good? Let's find out. So this is a buddy of mine's. He's owned it for a little while. It's a full tool cabinet. Just load it up, take it where you're at or wherever you're going. It's pretty handy. It comes with 1/2 inch, 3/8 inch, and 1/4 inch drive. All you get is a short extension for the 1/4 inch, short extension for the 1/2 inch, long and short for the 3/8. You also get Allen keys, little wrenches, and a few wrenches and a few drill accessories and spark plug sockets. So here you have. They have what they did was they took 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch and put them together. So this is all 1/2 inch drive. This is all 1/4 inch drive. The red is going to be standard and the blue is going to be metric. And then in this one they got all 3/8 inch drive. You see, one thing I don't like about this is all the sockets just sitting there. So you drop this drawer and your sockets go flying everywhere. Some of them, like these ones, actually are popped in there, but the rest of them are not. Now these cabinets are interchangeable. They do come out. They also just have a spare one. But as you can see, very difficult to open. There's nothing holding this back except the friction on the drawer above right here. So I wouldn't recommend this for a serious mechanic or somebody who wants to be a serious mechanic. I would more recommend a full set with a lifetime warranty, of course. This has a lifetime warranty on it, which has been used. We did break the 1/2 inch drive ratchet one time. Went to Lowe's, had to go through a whole ordeal a little bit with that one. Even though it has a hassle-free warranty on it, the lady didn't know. Had to figure it out. It's good for starting out. Not so good once you get into in-depth things. So what's so bad about it? All of these standard sockets, I don't know if you can see that or not, they're all 12 point. So there are a few metric ones. That one there's 12 point. Few metric ones that are 6 point. If I can find one. There's one. This 10, that's 6 point. So why do I recommend 6 point? 6 point, you have 50% of the chance of stripping your bolt versus the 12 point. Makes double the contact on a bolt. The only reason you'll need a 12 point socket ever is if you have a 12 point bolt. So say rod bolts or crank mains, some wheel bearings use 12 point. I would recommend getting a set that has 6 and 12 point if possible, but if you can't find that set, get a set that has 6 point. You don't want to be stripping out bolts and stuff, working on cars, whatnot, things like that. The ratchets also are very cheaply made. This switch has a tendency on all the ratchets except for the 1/2 inch drive to switch on you. You'll be ratcheting on your bolt, and next thing you know, boom, it switches. It just moves a little bit like that. It either will lock up or it'll start going the other direction. And now you're loosening your bolt or tightening your bolt when you're trying to do the opposite. So that's not very good. I haven't had any problem with the extensions. The sockets are hard enough. I haven't stripped any of the sockets or hurt any of those. One thing I don't like either is, like, these are all 12 point. And they only come with medium well. So they're not short well, they're not deep well, they're just kind of in between. So they're not a very good length. In 21 and 19, those could be used for lug nuts. But you don't want to use 12 point because you don't want to strip your lug nuts out. So that's not very good. It does go up to 22 and it has a 1 inch as well. But yep, for the most part, I wouldn't recommend this, especially for somebody who's going to do a lot of work on stuff. The spark plug sockets, those are good. Those come in 6 point. They work pretty well. The rubber sometimes has a hard time staying in there. But for the most part, they work pretty well. The wrenches I haven't had any problem with, but again, They're all 12-point wrenches instead of 6-point. So if you have a lot of torque on something, trying to break something loose, you could strip it. Works well if you have the time. If you have a lot of time to sit there and use it, then you're good. If you're trying to do jobs fast and you don't want to strip bolts, you don't want to do things like that, definitely get a 6-point set. Would not recommend it. For the most part,